What's happening, all you dirty dogs and alley cats? Today I decided to do something a little different. I'm gonna go thrifting and you're gonna come along with me. That's right, I know a lot of you have been missing the VHS pickups videos, and I hope that scratches that itch for some of you. I'm always hitting up Goodwills and Savers, half-price books, any thrift store I can find. So, and just to see what they have. It's not all VHS tapes, believe it or not. It's retro tech, it's all the things from the 80s and 90s that I remember from my childhood especially. So, let's get going!
Alright, first stop, Savers! Oh my god, look at all the cables. There's so much to go through. I did see these bad boys, some Sears headphones. I have been looking for some old headphones, but these guys were a little grungy for my tastes, so I passed. And this is the ugliest chair I have seen in quite a while, and I absolutely adore it. So many board games, most of it crap, let's be honest, but I did spot this, a Clue VCR mystery game. I own this, actually. I already have a copy, otherwise I would have picked it up. I have never played it, so I don't know what the difference is between it and normal Clue. I guess, you know, you get some instructions on the tape, but ooh, that sounds like fun on a Friday night. I should buy, oh, that is not at all what I expected. And check this out. I've been looking for some cassette tape storage lately because I've been getting kind of into cassettes. This thing was kind of a hunk of junk, super flimsy, broken. But then I spotted this, a cassette tape carrying case, I guess, or storage case. It's hard plastic, but it's clean. It looks like it's never been used. And there were two of them. So I bought them. And of course, anybody who knows me knows I'm all about these cassette tape recorders. Obviously, I went through a bit of a phase on the channel where I was using them in my reviews a lot. Pushing the buttons just felt really good. I don't need another one, though. Now, the main thing I love about this Savers is the audio electronics. There's always great old stereos here. This guy is awesome. It's very similar to something I bought here not too long ago, actually. Buttons feel great. And then I spot this. Look at this beautiful little 80s boombox. Just awesome. And then, really the crown jewel, I wanted this so bad. Unfortunately, it did not power on when I tried it, but it is part of an old non-linear editing system. This is the kind of stuff that I actually edited videos on back in high school. And I also spotted some blasts from the not-too-distant past, some HD DVD players. Very tempted. I still have some HD DVDs, unfortunately. I guess, or fortunately, I decided against it. I don't need them. What, to my wondering eyes, should appear but a pro wrestling WCW trading card game from the, I guess, early 2000s from the looks of the logo. This just tickles multiple nerdy spots. And then I spotted this bad boy. Glow-in-the-dark Jurassic Park stickers. My wife is going to be all over those. And then, let's see here, I spot these. I don't know if you can see what they are. They're Mighty Max play sets. I did buy these, and then there was two more. Look at that. I did buy them, so at the end of the video, I will open them up and show them off in greater detail for those of you who don't know what they are. So, some neat little finds, but nothing awesome at Savers, so it's on to Goodwill. Now, this Goodwill is kind of hit and miss. I spotted this 208 CD sleeve. I don't think I will ever be as happy as this brother and sister who clearly have sex with each other. And look at all of these Star Trek novels. I do not need these, but they definitely got my the Star Trek nerd in my heart excited. Lots of weird old stuff, and randomly Men in Black 2, the novel. I'm sure it's great. And finally, we find some VHS tapes. Unfortunately, they are lots and lots of commons. There's some good stuff here. If someone was just kind of getting into VHS, there's some fun titles, just nothing super exciting. And I gotta say, this place always has a good selection of kids' VHS tapes. Lots of stuff. For those of you who think your Disney Diamond Collection Disney tapes are worth something, this is a little bit of humble pie, because people can buy 10 for $1 or 10 for $2. And then I spotted, of course, I'm always drawn to these kind of all-in-one stereos. I love clicking switches and pushing buttons. This one was really cool. It was very expensive for a Goodwill, though, so I steered clear. But then I spotted this guy. It's hard to describe, but the knobs on this felt so good. They were really heavy. They had a lot of inertia to them. But there was something else really cool here. Watch this. Look at how they set up the cassette player. It's like a portable cassette player setup, like inset into the unit. It's really neat. Okay, so I made it back home, so I want to show off these little Mighty Max play sets for you. If you haven't seen them, they're a really cool toy from the 90s. I just took still pictures, it was just easier. But they look like sort of scary creatures. They were obviously boy toys with attitude. And you see here, they're like a compact little pocket-sized thing, but then they open up into these little play sets and little play areas. And the characters are so tiny, and they fit so much detail, and just look at how little Mighty Max is. But each of the little play sets fits a ton of detail and characters and little things going on. They were just a really neat little toy.
I never had those Mighty Max playsets as a kid, so physically owning so many of them all of a sudden for cheap is kind of like childhood Brian's, wish fulfillment. So that's really, really cool. Unfortunately, that was just a quick spin around the block. I was only able to hit a couple places today. And before I decided to try this kind of video out a couple days ago, I hit up Half Price Books, and I did find a couple things, and I wanted to show them here. I didn't get any footage of the picking, but I thought you would still be interested. So right off the bat, just a couple of VHS tapes, not a ton of stuff. But I found this big box, Jackie Chan in Shaolin Wooden Men, Young Tiger's Revenge. And it is a bona fide big box. Let me show you. Compared to a regular size VHS box, it is pretty massive. And this is a rental tape. It's from kind of somewhere out in the boonies here, and it is in amazing shape. It says it's from 1987, so if this was on a video store shelf for potentially 20 years, if that's the case, it's in awesome shape. And then, another bit of video store gold. First of all, it is a Gwar concert tape, which, if you don't know Gwar, and if you're over 18, do yourself a favor and look them up. If you're under 18, I can't legally say look up Gwar. But they were a very theatrical metal band back in the day. I mean, they're still around. But there are layers to this tape. Obviously, first, it's just a cool, weird tape. A Gwar concert video. Also, very clearly, it's a rental tape. It's from Video Update, which are the tapes that I sort of covet the most. That was my favorite video store chain back in the day. But then there was another thing in here. Obviously, you've got the tape, but there was something else in here. And this is exciting to me. And I can't believe I bought this tape and got home and found this afterwards. So now I'm checking the insides of cases a little more often. This is the receipt from when this person, whoever they were, and actually it says their name, John Hansen, I guess I can say it because there's probably 1,000 John Hensons, or Hansons, in the area. This is, I believe, not necessarily when this video update, by the way, video update turned into Movie Gallery, but this isn't from when it went out of business. This is when they stopped carrying VHS tapes and made the move to DVD. And this guy bought a bunch of VHS tapes. They were buy two, get two. So he was buying, they were $2.99 a piece. So he was spending $6 for 4 VHS tapes. Even by today's standards, that is not a terrible deal. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell us the names of the titles he bought. But that was really, really cool to find, because I actually bought a lot of tapes from Movie Gallery when they made that move from VHS to DVD. Some of those tapes are on this wall, as a matter of fact. They're a little too far out of reach, and I'm not wearing pants, so I'm not gonna grab them. But that was a really neat little bit of history to find. So I really hope you guys enjoy this kind of video. And yes, I'm gonna just say right now that the going out and filming and doing voiceover over it, this is all very clearly heavily inspired by LGR's Thrifts, which is a very popular thrifting series over on the LGR channel. I love those videos, and I realized not only could I do videos like that, I sort of, watching his videos, I see so many differences. Even just, you know, he goes to a lot of Goodwills, and I do too. And just seeing his Goodwills and seeing the differences, seeing the difference in pricing, but also I see a lot of the same thing at some of my spots. And it seems like he sees a lot of the same thing, but they're different things, you know? It's just kind of fascinating to see. So, full disclosure, I am not pretending to have invented a format of any kind. This is very obviously ripping off, or I like to think paying homage to another YouTuber who does this and does this kind of thing very well. So, just putting that out there. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will catch all you dirty dogs and you alley cats on the flip side. Bye-bye.